Let's compare the age pyramids of three different time periods: 1945, 1980, and 2015. In 1945, there were an insane amount of kids, with some adults and virtually no older people. In 1980, there were more adults than either old or young people. Lastly, in 2015, there was about an equal number in every age bracket. Each working adult is a strongman in helping to carry the burdens of society, while most children and retirees add to the burden that needs to be carried. Early in the demographic transition, the sheer number of kids that needed to be sustained represented a heavy burden on the working population. That is what happened up until the World Wars. Later in the demographic transition, those many kids grew up and decided to not have as many children, cutting the cycle and actually allowing for a short moment in history in which most humans alive were young, strong, working adults. This is the perfect recipe for economic prosperity. It is a simple math: lots of contributors and few beneficiaries. This allowed for an American dream of large houses, lots of consumptions, and a strong labor market. At this time, it was not unusual to buy a house at 25 and retire at 50. That couldn't last forever, however. As those kids that had become adults now came to retire, their not so numerous kids became a shrinking adult population, which now had to sustain the largest older population in human history. This is the story of Italy, Japan, Germany, and very soon, America. There's a name for that large number of kids who were sustained by their parents, didn't have as many children, and are now retiring and have to be sustained. They were born at just the right time to profit from all stages of the demographic transition. They are the baby boomers. They somehow managed to get high and be hippies at 18, get married at 25, buy a house before 30 at a single income, and pretty much retire within a couple decades of work. Having kids now wouldn't solve the problem immediately. It would actually create even more problems in the first 20 years, as it would mean having to sustain both a large number of retirees and a large number of kids, something we never had to do in human history. At the same time, population in developed countries is about to drop drastically, and it's mathematically impossible to reverse or prevent it without making babies. To sum it up, our parents and grandparents left us with a big bill to pay, an incalculable, possibly unpayable bill in the form of public debt and social security. But it's no time to whine or complain. We're still by far the luckiest generation to ever be born. The technology and the information we have at our fingertips can be our tools for our transformation, or they can be our doom. It's up for you to decide. Whatever you choose, the past won't change, only the future might.